Hi, I'm Greg from Second Thoughts East Yorkshire. Hope you're well. We all have our favourite colours and colours that we dislike for that matter too. What colours do you like? Does green make you feel relaxed? Does bright red, crimson red excite you? How about purple or pink? How does that affect you? As we grow up, we develop these preferences for various colours, and as we get older we attach many feelings, memories and meanings to certain colours too. These can lodge deep into our subconscious and so link positive emotions and feelings to some colours. Conversely, of course, we can build up prejudices to colours which have happy, sad or frightening connotations for us. Psychologists have studied colours in detail, particularly around marketing and advertising. Bright colours including red, orange and yellow arguably create feelings of positivity and vibrancy, whereas pastel colours create the impression of an advertiser using them being perhaps a little wishy-washy. Green is associated with nature and ecology, so you'll see that colour used by some energy providers and recycling organisations. Blue is associated with feelings of trust, with purple signifying opulence, luxury and quality. The use of black and white can also create an aura of nostalgia and possibly direct messages with no padding or waffle, so very basic but very to the point, and so trustworthy. But as advertisers utilise colours to sell their products and services, can colour be used as a form of therapy? Well, the answer is yes. For many people it can. Our overall well-being is holistic. In other words, we are body, mind and spirit, and all of those elements interact. That's why colour therapy can be so helpful, since colour affects all levels of our being. Colour therapy links the 7 colours of the spectrum: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, red and orange, and it links them all to energy. Each colour in the spectrum has a different wavelength, each with its own energy. Working on yoga beliefs, the human body has 7 chakras. Now think of our bodies as being a gearbox with lots of cogs. In Sanskrit, the word chakra means disc or wheel and refers to the energy centres in your body. These wheels or discs of spinning energy each correspond to certain nerve bundles and major organs. We need to have a good balance of these different energies, and having that balance brings good health and well-being, physical and mental health. Colour therapy can attain this balance by stimulating energies through synchronising appropriate colours to the body, which ultimately balances these chakras. The 7 chakras are base, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, brow and crown. I'm going to show you some of these colours and explain how they link to the chakras. So red relates to the base chakra. So on a physical level, it's about your physical identity and general overall health. Mentally and emotionally, it's about being grounded and stable. Next, the colour orange. Orange relates to the sacral chakra, which on a physical level is linked to pleasure, sexuality and creativity. Emotionally and mentally, it's linked to self-esteem and grounding too. Next, the colour yellow. Yellow relates to the solar plexus chakra, which on a physical level is about your upper abdomen and stomach. Mentally and emotionally, it is also linked to self-esteem and self-confidence. Next, the colour green. Green relates to the heart chakra, which on a physical level is about the upper abdomen, heart, and pertains to asthma and weight problems too. Mentally and emotionally, it's linked to love and connecting emotionally and spiritually to other people. Next, the colour blue. That relates to the throat chakra, which physically, of course, is our throat, voice, teeth, gums and mouth. Emotionally and mentally, it links to communication, talking, and being able to speak your mind. Next, the colour indigo. This relates to the brow chakra, which is sometimes referred to as the third eye, the seeing eye. Physically, this is about your head, so it involves headaches, sight issues, hearing problems, perhaps concentration too. Mentally and emotionally, it's linked to intuition, being able to see the bigger picture and having insight into what is happening on a less obvious basis. Finally, the colour violet. Violet relates to the crown chakra, and this is linked to every other chakra and so every part of the body. So it affects not just our bodies and organs, but also our brain and nervous system. Mentally and emotionally, this is the chakra of enlightenment and represents our connection to our life's purpose and our spirituality. It's regarded as the chakra that brings contentment, fulfillment, bliss and enlightenment. So that's the philosophy behind it, but how do we actually do colour therapy? Well, we absorb colour through our senses, our sight and touch, and through mentally visualising colours and projecting them onto our feelings, onto our emotions and onto our memories, so building a link, a connection. There are many different ways of connecting with colour, obviously, such as light boxes or lamps with colour filters fitted, but also using colour silks and hands-on healing using colour itself. Being aware of your colour preferences can help you to use these colours to feel better and indeed to deal with negative feelings too. One of the main advantages of colour therapy is that it's completely drug-free, it's non-invasive, and it can to a large extent be free too. Actually, rather than thinking of it as therapy, you can include it as part of your everyday life, not just an hour's therapy or with a therapist here and there, but as part of everyday living. Obviously, colour is all around us. Buddhist philosophy argues that nothing on this earth is here just by chance. Everything has purpose, and colour is no exception. Colour therapy is safe to use alone or alongside any other therapy, whether orthodox medicine through the NHS, for example, or another complementary therapy. As with any complementary therapy, none should be taken as an alternative to professional medical advice. I must stress that, that's very important. I'm not an expert in colour therapy, I've looked into the details of it, but there are complementary therapists who do specialise in it. Now, some therapies work for some people, other therapies work for other people, but it's certainly worth looking into. I don't endorse it particularly, but I've met many people who have benefited from it immensely. If it interests you, why not check it out? There's a wealth of information on the internet, and several practitioners who provide this form of therapy are available in our area too. With any complementary therapy, always check credentials and check people out before accessing their support. Make sure they are bona fide. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've taken something from it. Please leave feedback for me, I'd appreciate that. And I'd love any suggestions on future topics to cover on videos that I'll be doing over the next few months too. I'll be back soon with more. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, look after each other, and good mental health. Bye for now.